Howdy all, grab yourselves a beer. It is time for a new start in the Legion League. So I'm going to be running as my Glacial Hammer Berserker build, which is my intended league start. Let's get myself an obnoxiously annoying name. One that I will just love saying out loud to annoy people. And in we go. I'm going to be starting as a Marauder. Glacial Hammer is a single target skill with a lot of conversion to cold. I've had a fairly slow start. It's taken me 14 minutes to log in, mainly because I was asleep and I didn't want to wake up super early. So we're starting with Heavy Strike, which we're just going to have to use until Glacial Hammer becomes available. There have been some changes to melee combat that will make it more dangerous fighting our good little friend Hillock at the end here. Ruthless is a great support gem. It's one that I want to use anyway. There's no actual reason that I should be attacking these monsters. I just want to feel what the new combat's like, and it's good. You see, yeah, you're hitting more than one zombie at a time, which is a great change. Let's just get rid of these little friends behind me. Ah, nice, I'm stunning Hillock here. Guys, feels like he's got a lot more stats than he used to have. Like a lot more stats. Oh, that's a chromatic item too. I should grab that. Oh, of course you need to spend your skill points. I always forget that. Forces you to do that in order to get past until I should skip the tutorials. Anyways, I'd plan to group with someone. Now, I always will buy. I'm not the super fastest in the world racer, but I'm just having a look there in case I had a coral ring, which I don't.
Farewell.
I'll take Ground Slam and just experiment with it.
Farewell. I am surrounded by living corpses and dying Oriathans.
In fact, I think Ground Slam may be better than what I've got at the moment, rather than Heavy Strike, just because it's got a larger area. Might just skip the monoliths for a few levels.
My money is gone.
Just going to tap this waypoint, and then go and do the Tidal Island. Very important, if you're at League Start, make sure that when you complete the Tidal Island, that you don't log out of the game entirely, that you just exit to character selection screen. Now there's been some changes to Hellrake, so I'm just going to be aware of that when I get there. We've got players already reaching the Cavern of Anger because of the way that this league people weren't starting at the same time. They were, but the queue took longer to process. So I was 15 minutes behind that character that just got to Cavern of Anger. It's unfortunate. It hasn't been as silky smooth a launch as Synthesis was, but it's also not had any problems yet that I'm aware of. There's certainly no forum rioting happening. It's always nice to get a level up in the middle of combat. Okay, so they've changed the layout of this zone. That's interesting to know. Ground Slam is amazing for leveling. I'm using an absolutely... Oh, I'm still using the first weapon that I got. Yeah, that hits hard. I saw that coming, but I wasn't quick enough to get out of the way. Yeah, you definitely do want to get out of the way of that attack as well. So you cast a Frost Bomb, which I'm assuming is the same as the player's skill. Tribal Club, I want that Mana Flask. Okay, I'm going to use the okay, we'll do it his way. Now we'll go and pick up our Quicksilver Flask. Quicksilver Flask, of course, is incredible early game. Still basically wearing no equipment.
Farewell.
That flask is unable to roll some of the things that we want. Now, Onslaught support is just so good that... Oh, so all of these are so good. I'm going to take, I'll take that for now. I'm unable to wield this minimum level.
Stay sharp out there. It would be wrong to do that here.
Alrighty, now, in we go. Mudflats. I think I was mentioning that the Quicksilver can't roll a lot of things yet. These are really faster attacking than they used to be. I think the combat changes have definitely had an impact in this zone. I'm really liking Ground Slam so far though. I'm going to level a lot further with this skill. It feels like it's just doing more damage than it used to do. It was always a solid coverage skill, but I don't think it was doing this much damage early on. Oh, like in previous leagues. Okay, here's a pack of blue monsters. These have got a hit point boost, so they're tougher than they used to be, but they still die. Everything dies. Just got some things to equip here, even though they're just white items. They'll do for now. Yeah, so that's the responsive combat. You definitely notice that these monsters are much faster than they used to be. That's going to have a huge impact on mapping. Amulet. Need an amulet. Even if it's their worst base. It's not that bad actually. The first piece of regen gear you get is not as bad as as later ones are. No, hang on. What I want to keep is that. Okay, so that should be much better. Now I've got a considerably better weapon. It's not good, but it's a lot less bad than it was. I have to remind myself what this can be used with. Looks like my friend is playing on an old school hard drive rather than a SSD. You really notice the additional load times. People say Path of Exile is not pay to win, but a solid state drive is pay to win. That's a totally new layout it looks here. I don't recall ever seeing this one before. Getting body blocked there is annoying. You want to kill enough monsters to keep your Quicksilver flasks active, if possible. But generally speaking, it's ideal not to kill many more than that. Although in practice, I'm just not very good at it. I tend to just see enemies and want to kill them. Definitely do the essence pack. These essences are so good when you're leveling, even though they're a pain in the ass to kill. And they're really, really safe to kill as well. It's minimum level 5. Yeah, that'll be probably better than what I've got. I need to find better. Need to find better sockets on other items. Haven't had a look at the challenges yet, but anything that can be done here, I'll do later. That's setup I need. I haven't had a single oh, that I need. Why am I having trouble picking things up? That whetstone that just dropped for him is always useful really early on in the game, just as 4 identity scrolls. Really taking a pounding there. Now we're going back to town, and then we're using my party members' town portal. I should actually be spending my passive points as well. Those things are kind of good to use. They don't do much if they're just sitting there. And that's a lot of life regen, even at this point in the game. Good, he's got another TP scroll. Those are really important in Act 1. Slow you down a lot to not have enough of them. That's... Geez, someone's got that is on my friends list. Obviously, has got a very obvious fantasy name that I would have thought would have been gone from a long time ago. That's the... No, that's the minimum level 1 item. That's not any good. I'm looking for a two-hander at some point. I'd like to get one really soon, but I've probably missed one or two of them. Need it to be at least red and ideally red green so that I can use Onslaught. You went down fast at the end. That is something pretty nice. Okay, there's nothing else I care about there at all. Ah, he's using a portal. I was gonna...
Farewell.
Now, Vigilant Strike, Ancestral Protector, Molten Shell. Yeah, Ancestral Protector is too good not to use. I think that's the one, isn't it? That's the Ancestral Protector is a totem that is more attack speed. Yeah, that's the one. That's getting used for sure. And Steel Skin. Nice, we've got a guard.
You managed to kill a... I've traveled inland on the Emperor.
Just sell some items that can just be sold.
What little help I can offer is yours.
Ground Slammers. One's a War Banner is this. Yeah, the War Banner has to be used. We've got to get some reservations going. And let's... No, we're not going to use Blood and Sand. Glacial Hammer. Excellent. That's one I want to just start leveling.
Bye.
Okay. Back to it. Once more, you certainly do things faster than I've been doing, but this is what I'd term a medium pace leveling. I'm gonna just try and keep it sustainable all the way. He's getting all the portal scrolls. I should have checked more at the vendors for weapon upgrades. I didn't think to. That's gonna be a huge, huge item. Alright, so Kadoku I know has been changed. Exact details, I think he's got some new telegraphed attack. And wow, he's got some... Ugh, get out of that. That looks scary. So some big Stormcall attack. Again, can't really get out of that there. So it looks like it just leaves a whole bunch of shit on the ground after it goes off. I don't think that's that dangerous, it's not. Driftwood Maul. That's the that is the low tier one. What I want to see is if there is a what weapons can be used with Ground Slam and Glacial Hammer. Again, Glacial Hammer will just be hammers. So Stone Axe is no. Driftwood Maul is the low tier one. Because the other guy's now got two of the Quicksilver Flasks, he's going to be much faster than me. Definitely finding Act 1 more fun than I have in the past. Always found it a real chore. Now just because it's slower paced. That is going to be an upgrade for sure, if I end up sticking with using a shield, which I don't think I will. That's going to be an upgrade as well if it's... Why am I killing monsters that have got Molten Shell on them? Even though that's a useful 3-link, I don't want to use armor because of the hidden 6% decreased movement speed on it. Iron Point, gee, you're hitting hard. Running straight past him. The monsters are starting to do meaningful damage at this point. Iron Ring, he got it. Oh, he's got Abrath skills. Gonna make this fight a bit more meaningful. Still not using... Still basically got no resist at the moment. I'll take that. And just quickly talk to Navali.
See you soon.
Do the Trial of Ascendancy here. Still not decided whether it's better or not. I think most top racers don't. I think they come back here later after Act 2.
Every death brings me life.
That was just a misclick there where I put myself... Let these pass. Then go and complete it. More, that's the higher tier one from memory. This is the frustrating and annoying bit here. Don't have the move speed yet. Driftwood Mall 3 link. May just be what I need. I should have enough scrolls at this point that I'm not. I've only got 9. Ground Slam. Ruthless. Ancestral Call. No, that doesn't work with it. Why doesn't it work with it? Didn't mean to pick up that chainmail tunic, but anyways. Oh, Ancestral Call may just only be for strikes. Anyways, I'll have to look into the mechanics of that later. Whatever the case is, it doesn't work. That was an animation cancel there that I did by accident. Gee, these things have got some hit points. I'm not going to fight that. I can't get past this, which is annoying. Yeah, he's realised that. Okay, this is just getting... These are taking too long to warrant, even for blue monsters. I think it's this way, yeah, it is. It's good to have full flasks going into a fight like Brutus, where you don't actually know what's going to be involved now, because it could have all changed.
Your brawn is about to meet its match, Brute. Give the Warden my regards.
Do check out some of the lore in here if you haven't done so before. Smash, ouch. I wanted to tank that, but that was very painful. Steel skin up. Steel skin is really nice here. I'm really liking the way Steelskin is playing at this point.
My money is gone.
Okay, nothing there I can use, is there?
Slave master.
I would normally have logged out at that point, but with it being in a group, it's often easier to just zone back.
While we live, we are blessed.
Now what do we have here? I'm gonna go with Melee Splash. I want to test this out. I think it may be excellent at this point. Let's Tribal Maul, it's 16 to 25, but it's much better damage wise, but it also isn't linked. I'm not going to use it.
Hello. What little help I can offer is yours.
Because they've changed a lot of the available gems, haven't they? And that actually, Melee Splash isn't supporting there, so I'll go with Chance to Bleed just for damage. I need to get a belt at some point.
Farewell.
Farewell.
We have here Rallying Leap Slam, excellent, excellent, excellent. Sorry, yeah, Steelskin, you're a great skill, but unfortunately I'm just not going to be able to use you at the moment. You're not important yet anyway. Alright, so it's back to Prisoner's Gate. So, what have we got here? Ancestral Protector doesn't work with that either, so it can go away. Alright, I want to have this on a different button. Where I think I want it.
My money is gone.
Taking a lot of damage on that fire there. Thought I could just ignore it, but it's too much. A marker on the ground. What level is that? That's a low level item. Bother with it. I just realised I haven't started my loot filter up. I should do that now. For leveling, I'll use mana flasks. At endgame, something I want to get rid of, but I may be stuck with for a little while. Certainly feeling the impact of having a slow weapon at the moment. Bronze Scepter. I'll pick that up. It's a 3-link. Maybe better than what I've got. I don't think so. No, I can't really use that. Anyways. Yeah, I'm freezing rares, that's a good thing to say. Excellent, that is something I really need, a belt. Even if it's a terrible belt, it's a belt.
Hinekora, mother of the dead, is this your land I walk upon?
No, that's a dead end. That is exactly what I want. It's a 3-link that lets me change my weapon more freely. That's why I'm feeling clunky. I didn't even remember to do that. That I need. Unless he got it. That's something that I would be throwing an essence on if I had one. Alrighty, let's get this ship's graveyard cave done. Big pack of monsters worth killing. This feels like a dead end, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. Oh well. Do want to check out the Legion stuff at some point soon, but maybe in the next act. Ooh, I think we're both running for that one, and he got it. It's his. Here we are. Yes, you really feel the slower attacks of Glacial Hammer, but got the boss here chilled, which is always nice to see. There's a stun. Not sure what stunned him actually, but anyways, I'll take it. Orflame. Now Fairgraves has been transformed, so that'll be interesting to see what they've done with him. So I've got him basically permanently chilled by using Glacial Hammer.
The Kardui remember you, Fairgraves. Your death will be much celebrated.
Hearing a kookaburra outside. Tells me it's been too long since I've been up this early.
My mana is gone.
Oh yeah, I've had this one before. This is just a rare layout, but it's not a new one. Okay, I'm still running on basically no resist at the moment. I'm generally pretty happy with that in a new league, but if you're less familiar with the bosses, you probably want to have resist by this point. Merveil, the hard hitter. That is an upgrade, I think, but it's also going to require me to swap around other gear. Ooh, essence pack. Always like essences when leveling. Ah, fear is not so hot. Where is the actual thing? That's not it. It's this thing. Oops, getting beaten up. Gotta get out of there. Don't yet have enough defenses on my flasks, and that's all we. If I'd realised before opening that it was fear, I probably wouldn't have left it sealed. Generally speaking, you want to kill every essence that is related to your character while you're leveling. Alright, here we go. Cavern of Anger, one more to go. Lays. And at some point I should spend my skill points too. Oh, Rustic Sash, I will take that. These, I tend to do these while I'm leveling, just because if you get one of the good Val skills for your build, then it's a huge boost, usually. Like if I was to get Val Glacial Hammer here, I believe that would be excellent. Although there's XP, that doesn't really help you that much because the XP that you get here just causes you to gain a little bit less later on. There's huge catch-up mechanics in XP. Got to get these guys separate from the boss. Oh, there's my Quicksilver Flask, nice. Why am I taking so much damage? Oh, that's why. Ah, damn good skills, but just not ones that either of us are going to use. Oh, like. Now, I want the one-handed melee. I have to path through there. It's not particularly amazing nodes, but they're the best way to path out. One thing you can get in those Vile zones, once you get to level 50 content, you can start getting corrupted 6 links from them as well. They're pretty rare, so they're not worth actually targeting or anything, but I like to do them when I find them. It's nice having a range skill in when I'm just taking a bit of a pounding and I need to just keep moving. Oh shit, that was a really hard hit. It's because I wasn't paying enough attention. Kept giving commentary, and giving commentary is a good way to get yourself killed. Even against an easy boss like Merveil. Merveil doesn't seem to have changed. Though she does seem to have more hit points than I remember. Now let's see if phase 2 of Merveil has changed. And get away from that tantrum thing. Alright, so that appears to be inflicting a chill on me. Okay, well that's Merveil down.
Rest with Hinekora, mother of the dead.
Now, let's get my triple red gloves equipped. And we just have Ancestral Protector and Leap Slam at the moment. We'll fix up the rest later. Okay, well that changes things, so let's go. That goes there, that goes there. I'm really liking Ground Slam at the moment, but I just can't recall, having not run it before, I can't recall whether it's miles better than it used to be or not. Been a long time since I've played a Marauder at all, actually. I think the last time I played a Marauder was... oh, no, it was my Juggernaut in Delve League. And before that, it was Harbinger when I played Righteous Fire, back when that was a good build. Not that it's terrible now, it's just not as good as it used to be. Alright, I'm going to end this video here and then start the